and he wants to see some cohesiveness with his unit.
He absolutely does, and at the other end of the ice, you mentioned Shesterkin. Seems like the type of game he'd go, yeah, put me against the better roster. I want to get peppered with 40 or 50 shots, getting the rhythm, getting the flow, but the Islanders.
Drouin trying to cut it off. It's Hoffman instead. The flip up, not out. Kept in by Horvat, right to Drouin. Drouin loads up a shot, the first save of the night for Shesterkin. Fitzgerald just got rid of it before Cizikas was on him. And Mackey hands off for Juuso Parssinen. Parsinen's pass in the skates of Cooley. Cooley ducks the shoulder, slips it in front, and they score. Riddick stopped the pass, but it popped right onto the stick of Juuso Parssinen. And the Rangers, on their first opportunity of the game, finish it off.
On a breakout, just find their way up the ice. It looked like a seemingly innocent shot, but you'll watch Tony DeAngelo right here. He's defending this rush. It's just a little pass off the pad almost as you're going back. When you're facing your goaltender, you obviously can't see what's right behind you. Really good job by Parssinen, who's looking to establish himself in a center position role for the New York Rangers. A little bit of a gift there, but really nice play by Cooley.
A little late to get the memo was Perreault. He'll back off now, and play will continue. Romanov fumbled that puck, then was able to move it. Here's Horvat with a pass to the net, slides it over to DeAngelo, just off the outstretched glove of Shesterkin.
Come up the ice, I especially want you to watch Jonathan Drouin, who's going to get the puck right on the wall here. He's going to get contact. Can you receive that and take someone out of the play? And how about Horvat looking late?
Max Shabanoff, DeAngelo, and now Romanov. DeAngelo again with a wrister, blocker save aggressively from Shesterkin. Now Romanov turning and shooting. Blocked on the wing. DeAngelo sends it down for Heineman. DeAngelo again. Forced it to the front, and it's kicked out by Shesterkin. Pajot couldn't get that one around Berard. And now behind the defense, all alone is Robrick, and his shot glanced off of Riddick and then the glass and out of play.
What an opportunity this is, and the flank for Bo Horvat with Jonathan Drouin, who I think has looked really strong tonight as well. Maybe this is something Patrick Waugh will go back to as preseason continues to roll on.
Angelo had it bounced by him, so Romanov will take over from there. This one turned over. Barzal will race to it. Duclair hanging out in front of the net, trying to get it there, and a save. Shesterkin, it's in! Duclair scores, and the Islanders have tied it after an error leads to Barzal, and Duclair alone in the offensive zone.
Barzal, so watch this. You've got an opportunity when you're going in on a puck. You're going to get hit probably. He's on his backhand. He doesn't dust it off. He doesn't stick handle. He finds that little sliver of space that's right in between the skate of the defenseman and their stick. It's just outstanding, and a fortuitous bounce. Shesterkin almost pulled that thing off. I don't know if anyone needed this quite as much as Anthony Duclair has. Loved to see that smile, but for Matt Barzal, just outstanding all-world pass.
Knowing the language better, knowing the game better. I think that, he admitted this year, as people were asking him, he was tired coming out of training camp last year. Different experience, the training camp, certainly for Patrick Waugh, who emphasized conditioning, is that one's in. Just a wrister from Will Cooley and went right through David Riddick. Hasn't seen a lot of rubber here. That's just the fourth shot he's faced, and two of them have gone in.
Yeah, it's been really difficult to really establish him. Puck's coming out of him, and he's going to want this one back for Cooley, who just had an outstanding season last year and continues to get better and better as a young guy already wearing a letter. But you know what, this one seemingly harmless is there's someone at the back post, and that's young Gabe Perreault. I think for any goaltender, when you've got someone coming to the back post, your attention just a little bit is
will slide in to take it. Perreault, his pass. There was an opening there for Parssinen, but Romanov able to intercept it. Almost a 2-minute shift for the Islanders as DeAngelo, he's fresh. His shot, though, gobbled up by Shesterkin.
He's on when this puck gets let go, because a lot of guys, the tendency is to slow down and stop those feet from moving.
Jonathan Drouin across the top of the zone. Fake Berard down, send it back across the grain for Horvat, who loads up a wrister, then rolled wide off the rebound. Drouin out in the bumper spot. They find Palmieri, bottom of the circle. Nothing there. Sets up DeAngelo. Now Barzal on the other side of the ice. Back to DeAngelo. A drive on goal. Dumps it in. Shesterkin slows it. Duclair after it. Penalty set to expire to Reppi, but the pass to Simplikov. Saved by Shesterkin. Look out here. Reppi out of the box. Puck rolling his way. Reppi. Diving play by Schaefer as Reppi gets that puck back and jams it into the pads of Riddick.
Preseason hockey, you just take a look at this. We go, how about Richie? Just a beautiful pass. That goes through two people. So, Matthew, from your perspective, I know you like to watch the game from up top. We can all pick out the good things. I'm sure there's many little things. What catches your eye? What are you focusing on from up above when you're watching a game?
Well, I felt like tonight, compared to some other games, maybe our intensity is higher, especially from there'll be a few more episodes. Obviously, focus on the players in the season. But it's been great. I think it's been very well received by our fan base.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it myself.
Here's Drouin with a drive and a save by.
One line of sight into that is, okay, these teams might have a little bit of growing pain adjusting to a new coach. Wow, nice play by with some of the world's best players. So he can fill a lot of roles, and I do think it might be not a long shot, but odds aren't in his favor. But it truly does depend how you start the season.
Duclair for Palmieri, a little touch pass for D'Angelo. Palmieri driving, D'Angelo shoots and scores! Tony D'Angelo beats Dylan Garand, and it's tied up here in the third.
Tony D'Angelo, he was looking to give this thing back to Kyle Palmieri, but as he comes up the ice, you see the swift little one-touch from Kyle Palmieri right in the middle of your screen right here to D'Angelo. Watch him wait for a little bit of screen, a little bit of traffic as Palmieri vacates, coming through the front. Really tough for a goaltender to pick up. And hey, watch his eyes. He's going, where's Kyle Palmieri? I want to get this thing back to him. No, that's not an option. Just perfect time. Doesn't need to be a hard one.
Tonight they were down one, not anymore, and D'Angelo looking for another one, but it's blockered away.
Try to walk out of here with a good impression and maybe a win, but the Islanders certainly have other plans.
Garand right on, and a blocker save by Garand. The Rangers take control. And Gabe Perreault will float it in. Riddick, who started and will finish this game for the Islanders in net, and that shot muscled on goal, stopped by Riddick. Takes a shoulder from Rempe, lost his stick in the process. Palmieri feeds it along for Pajot, ranked wide. Here's Shabanov. Max Shabanov knocked off balance, still got the shot away, and was able to fight off Casey Fitzgerald as well.
That low area, that's where you have your advantage. You watch as he invites the contact here just a little bit. Fitzgerald goes through dangerously into the boards. It's going to be, it's not like it's not physical in Russia, right?
3 minutes to go. Brodzinski backhand right to the top of the crease. Now back at 9 and a wrister save. Riddick rebound bouncing around, and a turnaround try from Rempe is underneath Riddick. Puck still loose just outside the crease.
I believe it was Drouin just trying to put it right back into his pads as this melee started. You watch it, you think he's got it covered here. It's Romanov, excuse me, trying to cover it. And another little bump behind the play as well.
And this game looks like it is headed overtime. Rangers and Islanders preseason hockey 60 minutes.
Actually showed quite a bit tonight. I've been impressed. They've been looking for each other, but not forcing it. In fact, just finding those right spots. We'll get a chance with D'Angelo to go the other way here.
Islanders win the opening face-off. It's Cooley, Parssinen, and Schneider for the Rangers. Jonathan Drouin with the puck. Drouin trying to knife his way through, and he nearly got by Schneider. Passes out high for Horvat. Won't force anything. He'll bring it back into the neutral zone. No one's tipped their hand and climbed onto the ledge of the boards. Here's Horvat, the toe drag, the backhand, and a save by Garand. Oh boy. Nifty skill there from Bo Horvat, and awfully good scoring chances. Barzal takes his place on the ice. Next one is Palmieri with Barzal and Matthew Schaefer. Gabe Perreault on the ice along with Noah Laba. Laba driving in, backhand, game winner. Noah Laba, who continues his impressive preseason. 4 assists in his first 3 preseason games. And now an overtime game-winning goal for the Rangers.
What a finish. Coming up the ice, whenever there's an interchange, it's always going to be tough. 2 Islanders go to 1, and watch the patience to go all the way around Riddick. Didn't even need to elevate. I think the speed he was coming in on caught the Islanders off guard. Rangers win this one, and a nifty little pass by Gabe Perreault, who's also got something to prove.